Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, baby. Ultimate Summon 6. You know what time it is. Big money action right now, about to come on up with that last spot qualifier. Impromptu because Light unfortunately got a little sick, so he couldn't attend, but it's all good.
Miss you,
we
Paris,
got Louis,
we're sorry.
we got Skyjay, we got him in the building. It's going to be an absolute knockout banger. But first, before we get into that, I got to give a big shout out to our friends at Metafy for sponsoring Ultimate Summon 6. Metafy will bury you in content until you beg them to stop. It is actually, it's a tagline. I'm reading off the prompter. Go ahead and enter their world for coaching, content, and the community. And Metafy membership unlocks access to mountains of content while letting you directly support your favorite players and communities. What did I say? They'll bury you in that ish until you beg them to stop. But it don't matter because you won't beg them to stop because they'll keep giving you more and more and more. Check out what a Metafy memberships, baby. 50% of what you spend there goes back to the creators. And it's amazing. And the players, visit bts.gg/Metafy to sign up today for exclusive Smash content.
Speaking of content, look who we got sitting behind us right now, John.
Well. And after all the talk and all the shit, blah, 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 we have one of the best. We have the best Incineroar and likely the best Palutena. We got Skyjay and Louis Money stepping up for the final spot in the final summit.
Damn.
And I don't mean to like put any pressure on you guys, but like, good God, this is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
It is.
I feel like it's literally like every time I see someone, like since I got here yesterday, like, dude, that match though, or like, dude, like that's all they're saying.
Nothing else to talk
and it's
about.
Like, guys, I know. Like, I know. Stop reminding me.
Like, you're like, which match again? I don't remember. Wait, did you guys call each other before today? You got the matching outfits on? You're ready to go?
Yeah, it's just ironic that I wore this, and he always wears that. So
Exactly.
He always wears that.
You guys like cartoon characters. I always wear this. He always wears that. All right.
Yeah. I'm excited. I love the fact you both were like, this is obviously high stakes, right? No one's going to deny that. But I love the fact you guys are still in good spirits, real friendly to each other, you know what I'm saying, before the bloodbath ensues.
Well, that's just before we play.
Exactly.
True, I'm not talking to him after, no matter what happens.
Same, bro.
Literally,
Good rule of thumb. Good rule of thumb.
Yeah, I think what's going to be so cool here is that like you've got Skyjay, who plays a character that like requires the data, sort of ramps up slow, and then like hits these huge reads based on conditioning and adaptation. Meanwhile, Louis Money, one of the best in the game at the best of 5. Like he finds a way to adapt and move with Palutena in a way that constantly keeps you guessing and takes a somewhat two-dimensional character in a lot of ways to the next extreme. So this is going to be like, it's not just like the players and the stakes or anything, but I think this is a fantastic just matchup between you two. I'm super stoked.
And it's actually the first time that we're going to face each other like ever.
Really?
In like a competitive bracket. That's nuts.
God.
I didn't know that. Wow.
He plays against Palos all the time.
I was going to say, you played against Chag in February,
experience.
and you took 2 sets off of Chag back-to-back. Does that intimidate you at all, Luis?
No, because I hope Chag's watching too. He just plays scared all the time, so stop being scared, Chag. Palu literally destroys Incineroar, but Skyjay's also just scary, so I guess I can't blame him sometimes.
We'll see. We'll see how
that's just what
you
I
don't have to
think.
respect the mid-tier. I feel that. I feel that.
It's true.
I feel great, though. Everyone's saying, oh, he plays Chag. I'm like, I don't care. I'm different, so whatever. Like, I'm way different than Chag. Like, just because we play some character and he plays against it doesn't mean that
I know what you're going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
The playstyle is like night and day.
Yeah, it's all about adapting at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
With that said, though, there is no Incineroar at all like Skyjay, though. So where do you find confidence? Where do you find, you know, even high level? Because everyone says, I got a high cat. I'll play Incineroar. Just inside. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like with any character, right? It's like you cannot prepare for Byleth if you're fighting Leo. That's just how it is, right? You just have to try to make do with what you got mid-set and try to figure things out, right?
All right.
That's fair.
I like it a lot.
I like the words, man. You know.
Yeah. Also, just real quick, I just want to say, like, it sucks that, you know, Light got COVID.
Yes.
Because both of us were just here to, you know, be VIPs and whatnot.
it's true.
And to just randomly get the opportunity to, like, be able to participate in the last summit, it's like, it's cool and I want to talk about it and whatnot, but I'm also like, this is because, like, you know, a very unfortunate situation for Light. So, you know, I hope he gets better. And we're just going to try to do our best of the situation that we just randomly got, you know?
Yeah, no matter who wins, I'm pretty sure we're going to give our best on the bracket, and we're going to give our best for Light too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Guys. Good
Carry
stuff.
the torch.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Love that, guys.
Super excited. You guys are both great guys.
With that being said, I think we're ready to jump into it, no?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good luck to both of you. Good luck to both of you. Either way.
Good luck.
Either way, we're
going
gonna
off to war.
I know, for real. Good luck.
This feels like different stakes. I don't know why. Like, even more so than, like, games themselves. Like, the big games here. It feels...
Oh, bro.
I don't know, man.
Bro, well, I mean, let's be real. This is the last summit. Like, this is the last chance.
Yeah.
This is literally the last chance we'll see someone qualify for summit. Like, it's just going to happen.
Is this the first time Summit has had like a face-off at Summit for a spot
for
in the
Summit.
tournament.
I don't know.
Summit.
I don't know.
At least for Ultimate, I
It
believe.
is.
So yeah.
From
the
the
first
production, this
time.
is the first time ever that this is happening. Obviously, it is because of unfortunate events, but man, this is just crazy thinking about it, right? And
Right.
it's going to be Palutena versus Incineroar, which has just been like a meme
It's
conversation on
perfect.
Twitter.
It's
very
you couldn't
funny.
have scripted
It's
this
very
better,
funny.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's two really hype players, too. Like, sometimes you think of Palu and you're like, oh, I don't know, that's kind of snooze fest, but not Luis.
You
Like,
haven't
not at
seen
all.
Louis then. That's all I
Yeah,
can say about that. You haven't
exactly.
seen Louis.
It's kind of interesting they say they've never played before because actually they've played one time on an online tournament and Skyjay beat him 3-0.
Well, online.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
count.
yeah,
But
yeah,
he
yeah.
said
played
never. He
before.
said never.
Sure.
He'll take the little bit of data there, and use it as confidence, the fuel.
I like what Coney pointed out, too, in terms of how they're going to play the matchup. And something that we saw at Collision, Skyjay got second place. I don't even know where to start with his accolades in that tournament, but defeating Spargo twice, I think, is the highlight for sure.
That's probably where you start,
And
right?
DeBuzz,
And-
and Meister.
yeah.
I don't even, Lima.
There was a lot of dubs.
I think it's about beating people more than once.
Yes.
Because, like, you know, listen, Incineroar is, like, not great, but he has the fear factor. He has that gimmick factor of, like, oh, my God, he has revenge. What do I do? I could see him taking a set off Spargo and
Sure.
Spargo getting pissed and then beating him in losers. That didn't happen.
No.
Beat him twice.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
It is.
And I think that's really at the core of it is, like, this isn't just a gimmick, man. Like, he's got
Yeah.
something special.
And I think, too, something you got to look at is he plays and trains with Leo and Spargo all the time. Two of the best sword players in the world. The two best sword players in the world, two of the best players in the world. In order to catch them with Incineroar, with the lack of speed he has, you'll see it. Skyjay is exceptional at whiff punishing aerials. The way he takes a
Right.
step back, uses kind of the burst of the side B or step up and then run up and grab you. Like, the way he just plays, when he has a little bit of room, he can make some magic happen. So I'm excited to see it
I
happen.
love how you pointed that out too, Has, because like that's why Skyjay is just so good, right? Because even though he's using a quote unquote mid tier, it's the practice that he gets to help correct
Yeah.
some of those deficiencies, right? It lets him kind of be in a league of his own with this
Oh,
character, and that's
shit.
why he
Yeah,
is
and
here.
fighting in the corner
He
versus
has been
Palu
that
and
guy.
Cloud are very similar styles.
And dude, not only that, but like, all right, let's just get into it. Let's go.
We can
Watch
talk
the
about it
short hop.
forever. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Here we go.
Hear that crowd, man? I wish y'all could see it, man.
I-
The crowd going crazy over there.
I love Luis, the note to himself, no fear, you can't have it against Skyjay.
you
Especially
cannot.
he starts racking up those revenge stacks. Frame 3 counter, by the way. Insanity in this mashy ultimate meta we have today.
It's
Yeah,
just-
watch those
yeah.
short hop side Bs. Those
Yeah.
are so key for Skyjay. And Skyjay is just, like Coney was saying, Incineroar is a character where you condition and cash out. You have to cash out really big, and that's the thing that Skyjay's so good at.
Nice. Look at that. Knowledge. Matchup knowledge there 1,000%. That was so good by Skyjay.
It's funny because Palutena for a long time was sort of the oppressor of the mid tier.
Oh,
she was
no! Oh, you're
that's
dead.
huge.
Oh,
He's
you
dead.
are so
He's
dead.
super
boy.
dead.
Oh
No,
my
but that's the thing
God.
is Palutena was kind of the oppressor of the mid tier. She was the character that would wipe the unclean out of the tournament, and
Yeah.
now it seems like Skyjay
It's a
will see if he
revolution.
can make
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
revolution right now, baby.
Character specialist, too.
Oh.
He's good. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was going to
Close.
say, too,
It looked good, though. It looked
Yeah.
good.
On average, Skyjay's going to live to over triple digits almost every single stock. That's just
Right.
how good his recoveries are. When you see these characters, these Kazuya, these hard hitters where it's like, oh, their disadvantage is bad, their recovery is bad. Doesn't matter when you're a specialist like Skyjay. Oh my God, right in his face. He really doesn't have any fear.
Oh no, forward tilt on the tech in place there. That could have been a huge opportunity to take the stock, but now you're giving Louis Money another
Nice.
chance here. You're going to get the nair. You're going to get big damage. All right, 48% off stage here.
Staying right in his face, too. The pressure, nice.
Like
Good.
that.
Yeah.
That's-
I just kind of predict that.
That's what you want to see from Luis all day, is the fadeaway, barely stay outside of the range of Incineroar, but can't do it again. Not going to die. Wow.
You want to sit outside of side B range, but
Nice.
still keep the worm on the
Whoa.
hook. You're like,
Uh-oh.
all right, pop it, go
This
for
is
it,
what
and then you go for
fearlessness
that.
does
That's
for
what
you,
you want to
bro.
do.
Love
That's what you
that.
want
This
to
is
do.
what No Fear does for you. Crazy comeback being mounted by Luis, but Skyjay not going
my
to let you enjoy
God.
that lead, player.
Palutena has to play by the numbers, and Incineroar is like coloring outside the lines, bro. He's doing whatever he wants.
50 off a grab, by the way. Just that. Incineroar only is lacking mobility, dude. It's just insane.
It's just order versus chaos. That's really what this
I love
is.
that. I love that.
One of those charts, right?
Yep.
Crazy aerials. Look at that, bro.
Oh, man.
Can we
right back
land,
at
though?
ya.
Can we land?
There is the main landing option is the counter, but do you want to pull the trigger and take that risk as Skyjay? You don't have that much air mobility, but the great thing about the counter is you're still falling with the counter. There's no stall, so good to kind of catch you slip in the edge guard here.
I
not
love
gonna
that
connect.
early recovery,
Yeah.
though. So smart.
I love the idea of going out with a shield too. Go out there with something intangible.
Yeah.
You
No
need it
fear.
against Skyjay. Yeah, no fear.
Okay, dancing around these tilts. Incineroar are some of the best normals in the game.
He's trying to bait Skyjay right now. He wants that big punish.
Skyjay at
Yeah,
the
this
ledge
is where it
here.
gets so scary.
Skyjay lives in these moments though. You know what I mean? Fighting out of the corner, down but not out.
This is what he wants.
Oh my God! Oh, he's gonna pay for it big time with game one right there. Luis shaking his head, shaking his head, man. No.
You put 1,000 on red to
I said
win?
no fear. I said no fear.
Have you ever been to Vegas, sir?
That's ridiculous.
So it's best of 5 too. So that game one is enormous. It's not first 2-5. We had some people asking, but it's just best of 5.
Yeah.
Wrong. Damn. But what a game one.
The most Incineroar option I just saw right there.
Chance of getting Summit. Down smash at the ledge.
It's time to down smash. It's time to down
Die.
smash. But you got to respect, and that's the thing about Incineroar. You have to take gambles.
He
You
was,
have to.
well, he was holding his controller at the end. He might have wanted a down tilt too.
Maybe
You know what I'm
down tilt,
saying? Like, because
yeah.
he's a down tilt
Yeah.
fiend. So it was either a hell of a gamble, which also wouldn't be a surprise, or it was a misinput, which, you know, hey, that does happen.
It does happen indeed, but we're off to game number 2. Louis, the fearlessness paying off. Up a game right now, but pretty strong start for Skyjay. See if he can maintain. Louis has been making these kind of comebacks at a % deficit for years.
The great thing about up air juggling in Incineroar too, even if Incin gets the counter, it's a multi-hit move, so you're not going to get as much build up
He
from
knew,
it. Right?
he
He
knew.
missed
Still got
space. You
call,
see him
yeah.
shake his head a little bit.
Oh,
That's tough.
That is tough, man. He paid
Huge
for it with a
dash
stock.
tap.
Enormous.
Sir.
Okay,
Come on,
great
Louis, do
spacing.
something crazy, bro.
I mean, that's what
bias, no
Incineroar
bias.
wants you to do.
yeah.
Yeah, Incineroar's like, you want to act crazy?
Yeah.
I'll be crazy.
Exactly. He's counting on that, right?
Oh, if he got
that
that
would've
back
been
throw
bad.
there,
Yeah, that
would have
could've
been huge, but not quite
shift.
big enough.
Damn. Love the parry on that. Oh, you're dead. You are actually turbo dead, dude. He's exceptional.
Nod that head, bro. Louis second guessing like, what the hell just happened?
Man, you know what's crazy? Skyjay's like, oh, no fear. Let me instill the fear
Yeah,
into you
yeah.
right now. Let me get a quick
You're going
stop
to learn. What
at
if
like
Luis had a
50,
second
60%?
tag? He had a second tag, just
A
fear
little
underneath the
fear.
fear. Yeah. Just like stages. He's like, all right.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Good night. Yeah, good catch, good
Like
catch.
that side B, but he's still a full stock ahead and on Incineroar. Even if we're talking about shaving off this stock quickly, you still have the rage. Oh my
There
goodness.
you go. That's the thing. The mobility of Palu's so good, but if you just barely miss, you eat so much damage from that command grab, and Skyjay's been landing them really, which is so impressive.
I think the big thing is how is Louis going to figure out how to get these edge guards, right? When we think about weaknesses from Incineroar, it's going to be the main one. But again, Skyjay is just so strong at recovering with this character. A lot of tricks.
There's no world you get 2 stocks off at 97. He can hit you with nearly anything.
Yeah, this is 1-1 as far as I'm concerned. Right. Skyjay came into this game too, doing what he needed to do. Just honestly dominating, put his stamp on the game so far.
Yeah.
Unless?
Well,
No, I tried.
Well, and that's the argument that everyone's getting into, right? Like, Palu needs to win neutral, blah, 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 way more honest, etc. All that bullshit.
There's a lot of honesty in that back air, right?
I was going to say.
Yeah.
You have to win neutral 1,000 times, but it's free, you know?
Oh. I like
No,
the
no,
attack.
not that, not that.
This is where if you're
there, yeah,
Louis,
okay.
He meant to do that one.
I was going to say, if you're
He ain't checking the controller now.
I was gonna say, if you're Louis, I think you just, if you're down that much, you just play for data. So you're like, all right, drop neutral air. Does that beat up B? No.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
trying some
there's not
stuff.
that.
He did
Just-
say that. He wanted to learn.
Yeah, so you have to just get some info at that point.
He's going to change his tag now to one fear. You know what I'm saying? No fear. All right,
Stacks
one
up,
fear.
stacks
Is that
up,
the
yeah.
T-shirt meme? Yeah.
Every time
to be a little
Skyjay gets
careful.
one win, it's one more fear, you know?
You do have to be a little careful when you're going for that drop-down neutral air, though, because Luis can go for the no 2-frame warp, and sometimes be able to punish that. So Skyjay has to be wary of what options Luis is doing out of the corner.
Okay, okay.
Plus, he can also just teleport back to stage if he sees you committing to offstage.
Someone in chat said dock time. All right, hold up.
It's
Someone's
Wait a minute.
on the line, Jim.
It's not dock time.
You got to win on Eastland with it a while back.
You had dock
Pikachu.
time. It was called squat strike.
We
already
just
had dock
finished,
time.
We finished dock time.
All you ever want is dock time.
Time's up, ma. Game 3. And they ain't swapping characters.
Uh-oh.
It's a multi-hit, so it's not too much.
Right.
Not too much on there.
Yeah, but still, bro.
Still glowing
Nice.
red.
And it's gone, yeah.
You gotta like play around the side B range, but still close enough to like
Okay,
get
that
him
one's
to
gonna
bite.
hurt.
You want that bad. Good forward air. Low game of chicken.
Yeah,
He's
short
going.
hop side.
Oh my God, deleted, dude.
A
Great call
Lowland
out
whip.
there, covering the platform super well with that side B. I mean, we talked about it earlier.
That's so
Super
scary.
powerful.
Dude, he goes for that, he'll just drag you down and steal a stock too. Like the true heavy thing where they could just SD with you and steal it.
Oh, yeah.
You see it with Incineroar all the time, man, from Skyjay.
All right, Paolo, Louis trying to go for some mix-ups right now. Skyjay not falling for anything. A little greedy there. Be all right after the throw.
160.
Wow, snapping really low.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mixing up the timing on that back air,
Yes, sir.
catching him either trying to come out of shield or parry. Either way, oh God.
Oh, man. I mean, if you're
Jeez.
dude, if you're a mid-tier, this got to be so inspiring for you. You're just like,
I'm feeling inspired.
you know what I
My
mean?
Belmont
Like,
can do anything.
Matchups be damned, bro.
That could be me.
Preceded by the Nair plane,
I
but
could do
nonetheless,
that.
still got the lead.
Side B? Oh, okay.
Get up attack against it. Yeah, really is no fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you should have a little.
Going off stage, dipping low. No, just going to opt for the ledge trap, the corner situation.
Like that. Both knocked back. Reset to neutral.
Just hop on over it.
The thing I like about this stage for Incineroar is look how big his aerials are and how much space they cover on
Yeah.
Battlefield. Between the platforms,
Oh,
on the
man.
ground, everywhere. DI there. Luis holding on.
And Incineroar has many KO
Oh
throws.
my
there.
God. Backbreaker.
Yes,
Damn.
Up throw's one of them. Also got forward throw and back throw. No, nothing short there for Incin.
16 on that, by the way.
I don't know. Maybe Louis was underestimating that Chag practice. Hold up, now. He's making some calls.
Even if he's wrong, I like that he went for the talk
Nice.
shit option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All
The
right.
neutraler, 136. Good air dodge. Skyjay just waiting, but there it is again. That
Still.
side B, it's so limited. He loves that up smash. Yeah, he gave a lot for that,
He's
though.
a fan.
164%. This cat is heavy.
Oh, come on now.
Let's try to say Twister, not now.
Yeah.
Not now.
Come
Not
on,
the
man.
time.
You're West Coast. You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not as powerful.
Oh, got the back air
I was
bad
gonna say
behind, but
good
he's still
trade, but
alive.
oh my God.
Dude. And you know, every single one of those that hits, Luis is hitting himself. He's kicking himself.
You
That
see
should
him, man.
not have hit me.
I'm saying there's no fear, but the frustration is setting in for
Right.
real.
Yeah, for real. That player Cam's not doing him any favors right now. That man looking pissed.
You
I
can
thought he
see
was looking
just.
nice.
I mean, I like the
What are you
color.
looking
I like the color in there.
Oh,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But
The
no,
frame
you're
is
right.
beautiful,
It's like
yeah.
the frustration just, like the side B is so active.
Okay.
Consistently getting in there, but 131, man.
I mean,
how are you going to get through this?
Get him off stage and you got to do something crazy. But as we've seen, it's so hard to contest Skyjay off stage. It's nearly impossible. And that back air will do it. It's going to send us into a 2-game win streak here for Skyjay. And Luis is on the ropes already, and it makes you think back to that game 1. If he got a down tilt instead of a down smash, are we talking a 30 right now? Are we talking a 30?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, look, it might not be any fear, man, but there was definitely some panic in trying to get out of that corner situation. And obviously, Skyjay right on the money, punishing accordingly, goes up 2-1. And now Louis really got to dig deep to force a game 5.
I don't like
he's
this
in this theme
battlefield. I
song.
don't like this battlefield, man.
No,
I'll
I didn't
tell
like
you.
Battlefield
I think
either.
you go on the platform, side B so scary, up air, neutral air. Like there's just so much Incineroar has to create so much. I don't want to say fear because Luis said he's not going to have it, but so much pressure.
His juggles have been immeasurable.
Juggle,
like the way
yeah.
he's just constantly hitting him up, getting so much damage for free. But Luis is going to turn on Snake Eater, and we'll see if it helps at all.
Yeah, Incineroar's up air is just such a strong move, right? It combos into itself. I mean, it has so much horizontal and vertical range here. Skyjay already starting things off, almost gets the platform extension here. Tacking on a little bit damage on the ledge here.
He thought he was going to go over the ledge with that up B. He was repositioning
Okay,
for it.
he bet a lot on that down air.
He kinda
Didn't
had
really get
to.
punished, but yeah.
God.
Tried for something big. Double down tilt forces you off the ledge. That's the fear, though. The double down tilt forcing you into a spot where you have to react.
Look at Luis again, shaking his head, man. He's feeling the frustration. That summit spot could be slipping away from him here, gentlemen.
It's also a feeling that you should be winning, right?
Yeah,
There's that feeling of like, oh, it is the mid-tier,
try.
right? I'm fighting Incineroar. Why can't I do the right thing?
That's true.
Skyjay is just so good at getting around it.
He's so different, right?
Yeah, it really does give credence to the fact, like you gotta know the player, you gotta know the player sometime, not just the matchup. And Skyjay is just a different breed right now, dominant and commanding position right now, and a must-win
49.
for Louis, and it's slipping away further and further each hit that he takes.
The fact that tumbled and he capitalized off of it, just amazing.
Tragic.
Or tragic, sure. Either way. Depends on who you
Oh, that
are.
was so smart.
Yeah, dude.
That was so good by Luis, but...
And again, you see it from players who play characters like Incineroar where their biggest weakness becomes their biggest strength. You can't hit Skyjay off stage. Now he's got 122. Luis on his last stop. Skyjay about to send himself to Summit, baby.
Let me tell you something right now, okay? Y'all might be watching this thing and Luis is in trouble. He's going to dominate that VIP bracket later. Don't you for a second think he's not coming back with the fire. Hell wrong with y'all.
Okay, cooking up some damage here, but again, what are you going to do after that damage? That's the big caveat here for Louis Money. You're able to get the damage, but you're not able to get the stock, and this max rage Incineroar is just coming at you.
Oh my God!
Wild.
Snagged him out of the air, snagged the Summit spot from him. Skyjay dominant 3-1 right there.
Wow. Good
Black and yellow, dude.
Let me tell you something. That's the biggest win the Steelers have had in a long time.
Skyjay just absolutely
Skyjay.
running over Luis. And, and it looked like Luis had a handle on things, at least in the first game. And then that down smash at the end, he kind of, you know, threw that one away. But, dude, it was Order versus Chaos, and Chaos reigns,
won.
bro. Chaos reigns. That's all you can say.
There's
Man.
something about having to take 3 games off of Skyjay that's just like, dude, it's so stressful, right? That guy is a
It's so
monster.
stressful.
That guy is a monster. There he is. Speaking of,
Hey!
hey, welcome
What
to
up,
Summit,
champ?
baby.
Congrats,
Officially,
man.
what's up? Congrats.
Congrats.
WWW. What up, Skyjay? How you feeling?
Really happy.
Yeah, big
I
surprise.
cannot even talk like correctly.
No, I mean, you just got out of a huge set. I mean, like, what Charles was talking about is it feels like Palutena, she gets at like 50, 60. She can get the neutralers, but then what? She can't kill you. You live to like 150, 160, and it's like you just use that rage and that fear, and then that Lariat is just so strong.
And even if she gets like in the Nair blender, I think I'm really good with the SDI. Every time she takes me into the Nair, she's going to give me like 20 or 30 because every time I get a platform, I know how to use the platform to get out of there.
Yeah, your defense was phenomenal, Skyjay, and even I love how you
was
the
wild.
That's insane.
Did you react, or that was just a react?
No, that's through combo.
Okay.
That's
If
just true, man.
normally people is gonna go for the DI in after the revenge. So the dash grab of Incineroar is like extremely good. That was
Gotcha.
amazing, but I'm so
Okay, cool.
bad at that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just the way you use short hop, Alolan Whip, especially against Palutena, who's a little taller, right?
Yeah.
Gonna be even hard for her to just duck under it. So there were so many scenarios where you cashed out so big. Again, amazing stuff.
I thought we'd have the instant replay on game 1, but you meant to down tilt at the end of game 1.
Yeah, that was
right?
a down tilt.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
That was a down tilt.
Yeah.
And I'm mad because he stood in the platform and the ledge long enough where I was like winning
Invincibility
that
was
game.
gone,
I was
yeah.
winning that game, but
Right.
the I just miss input.
That's
he
what we
just
said,
reacted.
So
yeah.
is that kind of why, like, even though you did lose that one off of Miss Simple, you just like there was no fear going into the next couple of games, like?
No, because I knew that game I should have won that one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the first game, like normally, I think it's for anyone. The adaptation comes from game 2 to 3, 4, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. So in the game 1, I saw what I needed to see, and then game 2, 3, 4, I
was a wrap.
just apply it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
wrap.
it, man. You got such a good mentality, and
Yeah.
you have to when you play a character like Incineroar.
Thanks.
In terms of this matchup, you know, obviously a lot of people think off stage is so scary. How did you find so many good recoveries, and how did you learn to recover this way? Because you're living to 150, 160, 180. How do you do that stuff? Because it seems impossible for so many people.
For recovery, I think it helped me a lot playing with a lot of really good players.
Yep.
Like every time I used the normal recovery on Spargo before, he spiked me every time. So in between Spargo, Leo, Meister, Chak, all those players that are really good normally, they edgeguard me correctly. So I have to come up with new ideas. So every time someone gets one of my mix-ups, it's like, okay, don't worry, I have like 10 more. And for leaving the same, like I just know how to avoid like the kill moves because it's like, what does Palutena wants to kill you is like backer, a tilt, a back throw, stuff like that, an upper. So if you are focusing on what she can do to kill you, you can avoid it and you can leave like really high percentage. Like even if I am a super heavy, I'm pretty sure that a lot of characters can leave those percentages if they propose themselves to do.
Yeah.
I feel like the opposite was also really true. You were really good at finding Luis's habits in the corner. What do you attribute your success in, you know, that fear factor, that ability to catch really low percents to?
Exactly that, like the fear factor. I know my character is amazing, and I tell a lot of people that ask me why Incineroar is so good at the ledge, is because normally people are so afraid of the side B that they tend to do bad options.
Yeah.
So the moment they do those bad options, you just punish those options, and now they are afraid of
It wraps back around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now I return to the first step, and then I side B on the ledge, and they die at 60, 70%.
47.
So 2 really quick questions because we do have to go to break in just 1 second. One, congrats on getting through to Summit. How do you feel? I don't want to ask the dumb question. How do you feel? You feel great. How do you think you're going to do? And then secondly, where did this come from, man? Like, you've always been super talented, but that run at Collision and then right now, what the fuck happened?
First question, I think I'm going to do good. There's like literally one person I just don't want to play against. It's Proto Maham, just because of the main senior matchup, like just because of that. Thanks. And the second one on the Collision, I don't know, like I feel every piece of the of this just fits at this moment. I know how to play like against almost every character or almost every player. So once I put that into practice, like I did at Collision, I just need to do the things right, keep the mentality, and I'm pretty sure I can be like any character. Any
You have
player.
everything. It's just about executing now.
Congrats.
I feel that.
You've given hope to every mid-tier player out there, my guy. So
It's funny.
Very happy for you, man. Very
amazing,
happy
dude.
for you.
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead and catch your breath. I know we need to. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got some painting to get into and test to see exactly which one of these smashers is the most artistic. We'll see you in just a bit.
See ya.